Today we're running a strict, no excuses 10-year wealth showdown. Same income, same lifestyle, same starting point. But one chooses to buy a home, and the other chooses to rent and invest. Who ends up richer after 10 years? Let's bring out the players. Cindy and May start with exact the same thing, $0. They are both living in a market where a starter home costs $400,000. Cindy buys a home with a zero-down mortgage at 6%. Add in 1% property tax, 0.5% insurance PMI, and a 1% maintenance budget. And her total monthly cost lands at $3,748 per month. Now look at May. She rents a comparable home for $2,200 as a basic renter's insurance policy, and her total monthly cost is $2,225 per month. That means the renter has a $1,523 monthly cash flow advantage. And here's the key. May doesn't blow that money. She invests every dollar of that $1,523 into the stock market automatically. At the end of each month, both women have lost the same amount from their paycheck, $3,748, but the way that money works for them is completely different. Let's fast forward 10 years. The last decade was insane. Housing grew at 7% a year, and the S&P 500 exploded at 15% a year, thanks to tech and AI. Here's how the numbers shake out. Real estate agents love this part. See, Cindy wins. Home ownership builds wealth. And yes, in this very specific, historically abnormal decade, the homeowner edges out the renter by about $35,000. But that's not the whole story. Now let's cool things down and look at the long-term averages. Housing, 4% annual growth. S&P 500, 10% annual growth. Same inputs, same people, same cash flow, different economic reality. Now the script flips. Cindy's equity gets crushed by slow appreciation and heavy carrying cost. May's stock engine quietly compounds upward. The renter wins by over $57,000 without selling anything, without paying closing costs, without touching a real estate agent. Why? Because Cindy locked every dollar into a slow-moving asset, weighed down by taxes, insurance, and interest. May let her investment dollars run free. So which era are you walking into? Another explosive housing boom or a return to slow grinding growth? The macro data points to the second one. Housing affordability in America is at its worst point in modern history. Wages haven't kept up. Mortgage rates are high. Families simply cannot qualify for the payments on median-priced homes. When affordability hits a wall, home prices can't keep compounding at 7% a year. They flatten, they stagnate. And if we are entering a low-growth housing decade, buying a home right now means tying up your entire paycheck in a low-yield asset, while bleeding cash to taxes, insurance, and interest. Does this mean buying a home is a guaranteed loss? No. If you can't play offense anymore, you have to play defense. Here's how you survive. Number 1, lock in the lowest rate you can. Wait for dips, fight for every fraction of a percent. Number 2, shorten the timeline. A 15-year mortgage reduces the bank's interest advantage. Number 3, the hybrid plan. If a 15-year payment chokes your cash flow, take the 30-year, but treat it like a 15-year. Every extra dollar goes straight to your principal and bypass the interest vacuum. This is how you protect your net worth in a low-growth era. Look, buying a house isn't always the mathematically perfect move. But life isn't lived on spreadsheets. A home gives you something a stock portfolio never will. Certainty, stability, and a place to build a life. For a lot of young families, that still matters the most. So the real question becomes, how do you get there without wrecking your finances? That is what we are covering in part 3, the strategy episode. We are going deep into real estate-linked ETFs, accelerated down payment tactics, and how to build home buying power faster than you think. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss it, and drop a comment after seeing the math. Are you team buyer or team renter? See you in the next Spend Smart. Turn chess pieces, don't be a pawn.